The Joe Rogan Experience.
That's the
But,
thing you have to do with SNL, right? You have to constantly be coming up with ideas for sketches, huh?
yeah, a lot of people don't get how I think mentally frustrating, not frustrating, mentally
Taxing.
exhausted. Yeah, I get exhausted with SNL a lot. Now, ask me to write a pilot, I'll write you a pilot. I'll have fun with it, but a sketch is a different world. It's a different world. It's a different ball game.
It's not my world.
It's a SNL is a very hard job.
Very hard job.
It's not. It's hard mentally. It's hard physically. It's hard. It's hard. Now let me tell you something. The perks are great. I have a whole bunch of fun.
I'm sure.
I have fun with those people in there. I have to have fun creating relationships. I have fun.
You're also a part of a group that includes Eddie Murphy, John Belushi, Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd,
Yeah.
Phil Hartman.
That feels good.
Holy shit. I mean, that's a crazy legacy.
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
I walk through that building. I walk
Norm
through the
Macdonald.
building like it's the palm trees every day.
Yeah.
Every
That's
day.
wild.
Every day I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, bitch?
Wild.
Still in my third
How
year.
do you write? Do you write in front of a computer? Do you write, you just sit around and write things down when they come to you? What do you do?
Well, it's a very fast, right? The turnover over there is fast. So it's like you do the show Saturday, Sunday. You can rest your mind if you want to, but you got to have something cooking and boiling inside of your brain by Sunday night. So then Monday we pitch, we meet the hosts, and then we pitch ideas. It could be
What's a Sunday for you like? Do you
sleep. Sleep. No liquor. I eat whatever I want, and I sleep all day.
But is that when you're like prepping? Do you get ready for Monday?
Sometimes it depends. If I have the strength, I'll call people and say, hey, you know what you got this week? I got this idea. Let's figure out how to flush it out tomorrow, which is a Monday, right? So Mondays we go to work just to meet the host and kind of just settle in. We meet, hello, how you doing? Like if it was you, hey, Lauren will say, Joe Rogan, everybody. We'll all go in his office. His office is about this big, maybe a little smaller. And we all sit on the floor like preschoolers. We got our legs crossed. And Lauren will say, we're going to start with you, Rosebud. And Rosebud will pitch her idea to you. How you doing, Joe? She'll say something. You are a man that has a vision of exotic coffee shops. So you open up a coffee shop that's full of strippers and you call it tease search or some shit. Like just something stupid.
Right.
It could be a real idea. It could be something fake. I always pitch something stupid. Like I remember we went to work on Black History Day, on Martin Luther King Day. And my pitch was, hey, Aubrey, you are the captain of the Holiday Police Department and you come and fine Lorne Michaels for having all the black people at work on Martin Luther King Day. The office was busting out laughing because I go in there, I say what everybody want to say because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just be having fun. And then after that, you leave the pitch and you go. You can either stay and talk in groups and figure out what you're gonna do for Tuesday, or you leave. I leave or I stay. Blah blah blah. And then Tuesday, you write all day. We get to the office 2, 3 o'clock. We don't leave till 2, 3 o'clock. And then Wednesdays, you got to wake up at 8, go over your sketches with your writers, fix it. Maybe you'll go back to sleep about 10:30, 11, sleep for 30 minutes, get back up, go to work until 11 p.m., 12 p.m. If your sketch get picked, you're there because you got to produce it. So also at this job, I'm learning how to produce, learning how to direct, learning how to make fast edits because you got to pick your set. You got to pick the clothes that people are going to wear. You got to pick the outfits. You got to pick the wigs. If you write the sketch and it get picked, you got to do it all. Of course, you have help, but you're learning the stuff.
Did you do any of that before you went to SNL?
No.
No theater, no nothing?
I went to an acting school called the Actors Boot Camp, but that was that. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Well, I think acting class is probably in some ways a little bit like comedy class.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there's good ones in terms of acting class. There's legitimate, like real good places where people learn. They really do. And then there's also like acting lessons that are given by people that weren't really good actors. They didn't really make it as an actor, and then they're teaching it.
I know a lot of people that'll teach you something because they've done it, and
Well, that's the problem with comedy, right? Like the comedy classes, they're not being taught by Dave Chappelle.
Right.
You know, they're being taught by someone who's probably not that good at comedy, which is why they're teaching classes.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of that. But it
I do
does
agree
get
with
you
that.
on stage, though. That's the benefit of it.
I when I did get to SNL, a lot of people did go to school.
They did? They went to acting school?
They went to like improv school, Second City, Ground Links, and all of that. Because the more and more I get to know people over there, I'm like, oh, y'all went to school.
Yeah.
Oh, I came from a little place with black walls called the Comedy Store. I don't know nothing about this.
It's a type of school, though.
You know,
It's a type of performance school for sure.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm just, and with that, then that's me saying to myself, what are you doing?